Hello guys, I'm a great and powerful Chad in Subway Surfers New Orleans, and I'm here with my boy Eddie. Say hi, Eddie. Hi, how's it going, bros? Wow, what a beast, and I've been grinding like a beast every day in this game, and right now, I can get a couple of boards.
First, I gotta get the Brass Whizz.
Bruh. Brass Whizz. For shiz.
No!
I bet I could play some beautiful music out of that thing. La-di-da-di-da. I'm so Sigma. I'm a Sigma Chad. I am not your dad. Anyways, dude. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Sorry, I get a little excited sometimes. Yeah. Alright, and now that I'm a Brass Whizz, it's time for me to get a Raggedy Runner, bro. Raggedy Runner, that's what they call yo mama. Alright, I'm sorry, Eddie. Please forgive me for that. That was uncalled for, bruh. The Raggedy Runner just made things funner.
No!
Or maybe not, it did not. Okay, crew bonus makes things fun too. Alright, and now that we got those two boards, it's time for me to get a special portrait of Boomba. Oh yeah.
This is what I've always wanted, guys. A portrait of Boombot.
This is the most Sigma portrait of all time. Now let's check it out. Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow. And now it's time for me to get on the New Orleans course and complete a mission where I shall roll a bunch of times on the Brass Whizz, because I'm feeling like a whiz kid, bro, in my Subway Surfers game, bro. Sigma Chad style, bro. Bro.
No!
Alright, I'm getting a little excited because I'm out here in Subway Surfers New Orleans. For once not out here during Halloween time, they switched the seasons up, and now I see this place clear as day. No one's wearing a Halloween costume, and it's August. It's probably hot and swampy out there. That's where Shrek lives. Guys, I'm gonna do some amazing things out here, and you're gonna love it, alright? What I'm gonna do is I am gonna beat my best score ever out here in New Orleans. Like a boss. Like a boss. Sigma, no skibbity Chad W's in the chat, bruh. That's what I am. An ultimate Chad. Getting a little too hyped up. That's why this update gets a 9.99 out of 10. This update is nearly perfect, bro. See, I'm getting distracted myself talking about how much I love this update. But you know what else got me really excited? I interviewed an epic social media creator, and I want to share that interview with you, and I want it to leave you inspired. And I'm sure that's what'll happen, because this was an awesome interview with an awesome guy named James Chugs. It's interview time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have James Chugs on the channel. Over 55,000 subscribers on YouTube, 68K subs on Instagram, and over 170,000 subscribers on TikTok. He has millions of views across all of his videos. James, welcome to the show. Did I miss any important stats on those social medias?
No, I think you summed it up pretty good there.
And then for people who don't know what you do, can you kind of briefly describe kind of what you do on your channels?
Yes. Can I give them a demonstration?
Sure. Yeah, please.
All right. So right here, we have a bottle of water. Less than 5 seconds if I can. Here we go.
Dang.
That's basically what I do.
Oh my goodness. That was crazy. I saw that live. When did you know that you were like a chugging expert? Like, how did this happen?
I figured it out pretty quickly when out of nowhere, this is where it all started with the bottle of water. There was this trend going around where you take the bottle of water and you squeeze it and you chug it in 1 second. And I tried doing that and I'm like, wow, I'm actually so good at this. So then I tried doing it just like chugging the bottle and I'm like, wow, I can actually do that. So then in 2020, I started posting videos and eventually I got really, really good at it and I got a lot of traction. And eventually I started chugging bigger quantities and stuff like that. And that's basically what I do.
Tell me which liquid is the hardest to chug. What is the most challenging one?
The most challenging liquid to chug, I'm actually going to give you two. The number one hardest is carbonated fridge cold liquids. Like when they're cold and carbonated, that's when it's very hard, especially when you're chugging 2 liters of it. And the second hardest is McDonald's Sprite. That's like the most carbonated beverage like probably ever.
Yeah, I imagine, because I remember people would go on roller coasters after chugging Sprite and they would like throw up or something like that, right? Is that
Yeah, there's like a whole trend going around too, where like you have to chug an entire bottle of Sprite without burping, and most people fail within like chugging half the bottle.
Now, how do you fare in that challenge? How would you fare?
It's relatively easy, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna burp, but chugging an entire like bottle of Sprite, that's light work, but you're obviously gonna burp because that's just we're humans, you know. That's what we do, you know.
If someone was to go on the James Chugs journey, like what should they start with and like work their way up to?
Yeah, so like I mentioned before, I just started out with water and I learned that I was really good with it. So the best way I can describe it, start out with a little amount, and then once you master that, work your way up. And as you work your way up, you can go up to bigger liquids if you want, or you can just chug a bottle of water. And eventually you can actually do something what I like to call double barrel, where you take both of them and you go. Yeah, but if you chug the entire bottle like in one go and you expect that to be the case, it's not going to happen like that, because you got to prime your stomach, you got to exercise these muscles, the chug muscles basically, and that's how you get really good at it.
Someone does like a whole bottle of water. What should they try next?
After you do a bottle of water, you should probably move on to sparkling water. Now, you can either have it cold or room temperature, whatever you want. Now, carbonated liquid with fridge cold added to that, like coldness, that's a whole different story. We'll talk about that later. But a sparkling water is probably the best option because it'll get you used to the carbonation, and it's going to hurt when you first start. It's going to hurt a little bit, but not that much. If you take small sips, like I mentioned before, start out with a little amount. Same thing with the sparkling water. You get used to the water, and then sparkling water, you get used to it with small amounts, and you basically start off the same way you did with the water until you master a can of sparkling water. And then eventually, I don't have my glass, but you just take a whole glass and slam it down.
Oh, I've seen the one with the boot. That I've watched those.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
So did anyone inspire you to make content like this? Is there another chugger out there that we don't know that maybe inspired you?
There's plenty of chuggers, but only certain amounts of them are very good. Now, I will like to give a special shout out to my boy Badlands Chugs. He is the #1 chugger in the world because he chugged an entire gallon of lemonade in 21 seconds, which is crazy. And he's the GOAT for a reason. And #2, Aiden Parker. He's also known as one of the best chuggers on the platform, or in general, really. He's known for chugging like a big tall glass of something, and he has this certain sound that he uses, and he tries to do that before it ends, and he like slams it all down. So yeah, those are the other chuggers. But yeah, I'm just one of the basic ones, you know.
But you're like on the way. You're like moving up the ranks, I feel like, which is amazing. So like your following has like grown like exponentially in the past like what, maybe a few months or something like that. What do you attribute that to? Like, was there a breakout video? Did the content change a little bit, or what was your breakout moment, I guess?
So of course YouTube changes their app and social media changes over time. What I've learned, if you post a long form video, it's good, but to get like interaction and more engagement, what I found out is YouTube Shorts. That's a really good idea to get more engagement. I just basically post the same thing over and over again. Basically, I just take a different beverage and I just post the YouTube short, literally less than 60 seconds. Just chug, I slam it, and then comment the next chug, and that's pretty much it, you know. And that gets me roughly 10,000 views on every video, which is pretty awesome.
Nice. What chugs do you have planned for the future, or what's something you really want to try in the future?
So there is this upcoming beverage that's going to come out in January. Now, I follow a lot of like really cool soda things. I follow all the soda companies, but whatever, like soda news and stuff like that. There's this really cool beverage that I'm willing to chug and I want to do it. It's going to be released in January of 2025. Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Not many people know about it, but it's going to come out and I'm going to chug that right away as soon as I get it.
Someone who's like young and wants to be like super big on these social media platforms, what is some advice that you would have like to get views and subscribers? Is it the short form content to start with, or would you maybe jump into long form? Someone who's like fresh into the scene.
I actually have a really good piece of advice that I can tell you. So I have my main channel, which is James Chugs, and then I have my second channel, James Chugs 2. Now, the best thing I can tell you before I even talk about that is if you don't try, you're guaranteed to fail. But if you try, you may make it 10%, you may make it 30%, 50%, or you might go the full 100%. You just never know. So if you try, you might succeed and you might not, you know? But the best thing I can tell you is start off with YouTube shorts and just be consistent. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't focus on the numbers. That's the thing I always used to focus on, the numbers. Don't focus on that. Focus on quality over quantity, because that's the best piece of advice that I could give you. And I created another channel called James Chugs 2. And I started posting videos on there consistently. I didn't really look at the numbers because like I told you, I don't focus on the numbers. And in literally 1 month, I've already gotten that channel to over 1,000 subscribers. So it's pretty good what I'm doing. You just gotta be consistent, you know?
Awesome. Okay. And then I know you don't chug all day. What are some of your other favorite hobbies that you enjoy besides chugging?
Chugging is kind of my little side hustle, but I enjoy playing video games, watching YouTube. You basically, my boy KDBBM kills it with the content. I like scrolling through Instagram. Instagrams are really cool because I can figure out a lot of cool ideas, see what people are up to, learn different chugging techniques, because there's a lot of techniques out there being developed. Stuff I haven't learned before. And yeah, I like doing a bunch of other stuff. I'm really open to a lot of anything. So yeah.
Who are your favorite YouTubers of like all time? Like your top 5 Hall of Fame?
Top 5 Hall of Fame. So number 1 has to be Mr. Beast. Number 2 is probably going to be Corey X Kenshin. He's a gaming YouTuber. Number 3 is probably KDBBM. I'm actually being serious. Yes.
Thank you.
Number 4 is iShowSpeed, and number 5, Kai Cenat. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Those guys are all great. Last thing before I let you go, where do people follow you at? What are your handles?
I'm pretty much on all the popular platforms. So YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's just James Chugs. That's pretty much it. James Chugs.
Gotcha. So everyone search for James Chugs and let us know if you have any more questions for James, and maybe we'll do a part 2 of this interview. Wow, that was an awesome interview with Mr. James Chugs. Make sure you go watch his new videos. I was showing you some of his older videos on the side there. So go to his channels and watch his newer videos and enjoy them. Make sure you click the heart button or the like button on those videos too. And make sure you smash like on my videos too, and I'll see you guys soon.
Nice shot.